Hello, everyone. Jonah Scott here with my very first vlog. Before I get into the meat of things, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a few personal things. I'm back at home, obviously. I'm back from college. I got the room that I was assigned, and it's fantastic for next semester. I got a new webcam, which is great. Hi, you're in HD now, rather than a crappy, boxed off section. I got 5 bones pulled from my skull, which sounds pretty metal, but actually I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and the medicine was great while it lasted. Other than that, let's get right on to it. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you about something that I've been getting a lot of questions about, actually, and it's the keys to running a successful internet-based project. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you from my personal experience. Some of my friends decided to put some input in as well. Some of the people behind some very successful projects that I've been involved in. First of all, the number one thing you need in order to have a successful project is passion. You have to be passionate about the project or it's not going to go anywhere. If you stop doing something about it as a head or a director, then it's not going to go anywhere because no one else will care. You have to inspire people and make them care. If they don't already. Heading and leading something isn't so much as a dictatorship as it is a democracy. You have to not force people to be passionate about it, but you have to inspire them. Really, you do. Another thing we're going to talk about is the second thing, which is communication. This is a key to a lot of things, especially in businesses. A lot of, ladder stuff like that, and that's a very good thing to have. You need a head for each department. You need a grand head, which might be yourself, and you need not lackeys, but people you can trust and who will do the work. Mixing business and pleasure and having friends and stuff like that is good to a point. You have to know that they're going to finish the project, know they're going to see it through, and know they're going to enjoy it. Communication is another way of making sure everyone knows what's going on. Email is fantastic. Make a mailing list of every single person that's going to be involved in the project. Make a project email and send weekly updates with everything that's going on. This art has been completed. This CG is done. Here's an example of the audio that we've gotten together. This has been edited. Look in the Google Doc or whatever. I mean, Google Docs are great. Yeah, there's Excel. You got all your things going on like that. It's great for keeping organized. It really is. That's what we use. That's what I use personally. And if you have a Google account for your project, then there's no reason you shouldn't be using some sort of document to keep things organized. And other people can edit it and look at it and stuff like that. The third thing we need to talk about are deadlines. While we don't want to try and be a business, businesses have deadlines, and there's a lot of gleaning similarity between a business and a successful project. You're going to need to have deadlines for the voice actors, for the artists. And I know a lot of artists are very, wary of deadlines because, art is very hard, but you're going to have to give them a deadline. And if they can't do that deadline, then work with them to figure out what's going on. Voice acting as well. Voice acting is very difficult to edit and make sure that it's up to par with acting-wise, especially on the internet, because in a booth, you can just get direct feedback from the director. Online, you have to record your lines and then send them to the director, get critique, and then have them come back and redo the line. So you're going to need to get those deadlines, and with those deadlines, you can flesh out the entirety of your project. The fourth thing we're going to talk about is completion and knowing what you need and when you need it and who you need. You as a person, if you're heading a project, you need to figure out what you need to do it, and then get other people, get the missing parts. If you're a writer and you've written a story and you want it to be voice acted and turned into a visual novel, let's say, you write the story. Finish the story, please, before you bring on voice actors and writers and other artists to, develop your characters even further. Because if you don't, and we're sitting there in a Skype chat for 6 months waiting for you to finish your novel, and the programmers and the artists and everything you've cast and you've gotten artists and stuff for your sprites, and we're just sitting here. There's so many times where that's happened to me, and it's saddening, really, because it would probably have been a really great story, but you need to finish your end of the work first. That way we can springboard into everything else. And then you don't have to do anything pretty much, but oversee everything. There's been so many times where that's happened to me, and it's really heartbreaking to see a great project just go right down the tubes because it hasn't been planned out properly. The last thing I'm going to talk about is fun. Create a fun atmosphere for your coworkers and other people working on your project with you. A Skype chat that's just for general chats is great. You can have a professional chat, and then right below it, you can have a casual Skype chat. People talk about just their daily lives, and from there you can develop friendships, and even stronger, those friendships can turn into people communicating better and working better and being more fluid. Places like Apple, Riot Games, their environments in which they work are extremely friendly and very fun. A lot of games companies and art departments are very fluid in the way they do that. And if you aren't having fun, honestly, why are you doing it? The old adage rings true: if you do what you like, the money will follow. And seriously, have fun, do what you love, get better, get creative, and make an amazing project for everyone to be like, wow, that's great. Inspire other people to continue the trend of doing projects. It's great seeing and getting questions from people and getting praise from people from like, wow, this was so great. But it honestly isn't possible unless you have a network of people you trust, people who do their job, and people who communicate effectively and who are passionate about what they do. It's great. If you have any other questions, please let me know. If you think of another topic for another vlog that I can do, put it in the comments down below for me, and I will gladly respond. Subscribe to me. Feel free to do that as well, and follow me on Tumblr and Twitter and Facebook. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And it was great getting to talk to you about this this very cool topic. Thank you very much. Have a great day. That was pretty solid.